Hey, beautiful people. This is episode 2 of Credit 101. So, in this episode, we're going to talk about how creditors really assess your credit worthiness. Now, there's just a few things that they really look at. And the first thing is they want to know how much debt you can handle. So, if you guys are looking to get a mortgage, they're going to look at your debt to income ratio. Sometimes, they may look at your job, how long you've been at your job, or they want to see what type of profession you have. That's why you'll see a lot of times they have your employer on your credit report. And then also too, I know this is kind of like taboo, but I have believed for a while that they care about where you live also. And they can know where you live by looking at your zip code. Now, I cannot say this is totally true, but I definitely believe this. I just feel like people that have a certain zip code get approved for better credit cards. But just take that and think of it as you want to think about it. I don't know, take it how you can or whatever you want to think about that. Now, another thing, they want to look at your credit, your current debts, and also your credit limits. So they want to see if you have any maxed out credit cards. If you have maxed out credit cards, they are not going to want to give you more credit. So they want to look at those different things. They want to know too, do you have any new recent opening accounts? And then also how many accounts you have. Chase have the 524 rule. You have to think about things like that. Certain companies will not give you a credit card if you have too many accounts open within a certain amount of time. So definitely keep that in mind. Sometimes you may get denied for just having too many accounts also. So that's something that they really want to know about. They also want to know about your assets. And a great way for companies to know what assets you have is by seeing a mortgage on your credit report. So they're going to see that mortgage on your credit report. They'll see how much you owe on it, and they could easily have some type of calculation in the background to see how much it's actually worth. Also, if you guys have a car, it's the same thing. They want to see how much your car is worth. They can look right on your credit report to see how much you owe on it. You can also tell them what assets you have, but when you guys are applying for credit cards, you may see something too where it asks you how long have you had your house or where you stayed at, and also if you rent or own. So that's where they're going to be looking at your financial stability also. So they're going to ask, hey, do you own a home? Do you own a rent? You're going to see that a lot on your credit card application. And they want to know how long you have been at that address too. So sometimes you'll see on the credit bureau's website, they'll say when that address was added, and they can calculate how long you've been at that address. Also, they want to know if you have a checking and a savings account or either or, because a lot of times if you guys don't have these accounts, then they can know like you must not be financially stable. So these are 4 things. They want to know how much debt you can handle. They want to know your current debts and your credit limits. They want to know your total assets. And then also they want to know your financial stability. Next, we're going to talk about credit reports, credit scores, and what's the difference. I'll see you guys in the next episode.